Happening this K.A. We back in this thing. K so good they sleep with a cut up a ton, you know, the nigga on a ton. Now, I ain't gonna lie, we got some shit to talk about, you know, monotone cough in the building. I ain't like doing that little soliloquies on that. So basically we here to talk about a 15-year-old charged with the murder of a 14-year-old rapper. And it's so crazy because I just heard of Notti Osama too. I just recently heard of him. I listened to a couple songs. I'm like, this nigga kinda fire. And then I'm like, oh, he passed? God damn. Like, I'm like, I just find a new dude I'm fucking with and he passed away. Like, that is so crazy. So before I even get into the video, sorry for the background noise. Motherfuckers doing construction, bro. Every time, bro. Like, I know, like, you know, you used to like these big ass YouTubers, they got out soundproofing and shit. I ain't got that shit, nigga. It's my window. I'm sorry, nigga. I like fresh out. Like, the fuck, all these niggas doing construction shit, you just hear bear shit, you know what I'm saying? Truck couldn't, car couldn't, every nigga, all these niggas making noise and shit. So, my bad. If, yo, you can't hear this shit is inaudible, but hey, we gonna do what we gonna do. But first of all, like I was saying, I would like to give my condolences to Notti Osama. He was talented. Like I said, I don't know too much, but I was fucking with a couple of songs. So, hey, R.I.P, bro. My condolences to his friends, his family, and of course the fans of his music. I wasn't too well versed, so clearly, if there's some songs that I should know, hey, please highlight it in the comments down below. Let's keep his memory alive. Hey, tell me some shit about bro. Like, I'm recent. I learned about him a couple days ago. I ain't gonna tell y'all. So if you know about this man and you got some music you want to recommend or anything, put it in the comments down below. Share with me, share with others who are not too well versed in him. But anyways, let's read about it. So I don't know if he was the 14-year-old, and it says a 15-year-old boy took his life. Now, with that being said, we know how the streets is. We know DOA. I don't know if these niggas from the Bronx, but like, I'ma just assume. But I'm not gonna assume. But you know, we see Brooklyn, we see the Bronx going crazy, we see all these niggas going crazy. The drill music vibe. He did make some drill music, and they be going crazy, right? So you in the streets, you have oppositions. Now I don't know exactly why. Probably from this article, this report from Hot New Hip Hop is gonna tell me exactly why this shit happened, but I'ma just assume it's some beef shit. But before I give you my perspective, I'm gonna just read the article real quick. So, a 15-year-old boy is being charged with the murder of a 14-year-old in New York who rapped under the name Notti Osama. So you're saying a 15-year-old, okay, yeah, is being charged with the murder of Ethan Reyes, a 14-year-old who rapped under the name Notti Osama. Reyes was found with a stab wound to his abdomen on a subway platform in Harlem on Saturday. The New York Times reports that police believe Reyes and the boy knew each other and that they began arguing outside of the 137th Street City College station. Kelvin Ventura, a cousin of Ethan Reyes, cited the slain rapper's interest in music as a factor in his death. He just got caught up in the street life type ish, Ventura told New York Daily News. He just so happened to take a route in a style of music that ends up with art turning into violence. I'm gonna talk about it. He continued, he could have taken a route of a pop singer or any other style of art or music. He would have been super successful. Just so happens the style of music that he chose to do ended up in basically promoting violence. That's what he's trying to say. This is where big as fuck. In addition to the murder, the unidentified teen is being charged with criminal possession of a weapon. Police were able to track him down using surveillance footage. He is currently being treated for stab wounds at New York Presbyterian Hospital. However the fuck you say that. Now again, we don't know the other person's name who survived. Apparently he has stab wounds too, which, okay. But anyways, we have to talk about Notti Osama. Now I'm gonna talk about what the cousin is also saying. Also, we need more information about it, so I'm probably gonna make a follow-up video talking about this whole thing. So keep your eyes out for that. But I'm gonna talk about what the cousin said. And I get what he's saying. Listen, rap music, gangster rap music, yes, it shows a lifestyle that, you know, you could say invites violence, if you will. You know, all these rappers like, ain't no nigga real as me, ain't no nigga street as me. Like, you could pull up, do what you want. Like, I'm standing 10 toes. Like, motherfuckers say that in their music. It is what it is. It sounds good. Now, I'm not asking these like successful millionaire rappers to risk their life over some petty shit. No. Now, like in the Lil Durk in India situation, when a motherfucker breaking your home and you protecting yourself and your family, your people, do you? But we seen it happen with the likes of Well, I just feel like Pop Smoke just got set up by a female, but that's a different story. But like we seen it with other cases that they still got beef. Now Notti Osama was just starting out; he was building a buzz. Again, I don't know if he was in the streets like that because the way the cousin's making it sound like, oh, the music he chose brought this. If Notti was really in the streets like that, and he had affiliations with whoever, he had issues with whoever. Maybe he did somebody, I don't know. I'm just speculating at this point. Then this shit can come back to you. And sometimes niggas is just jealous. They want to take your shine. And like I said, he was bubbling. So you can't even say like, oh, why didn't he move out of his city? Because we all like that boozy rhetoric we hear on Vlad TV. When Boosie like, yo, you should move out of your city if you're a rapper. Your city have no love for you. But when you starting out, bro, you don't got no money to move. You trying to grind, you trying to build buzz, do shows to the point you could get enough capital to move yourself and your loved ones out of that vicinity. At least if you still in the city, you're not in the projects. You in like gated communities or like the rich parts. You know what I'm saying? Where no fuckery like that goes on. And he was just starting out. As much stories as we hear as prominent rappers passing away, going to their city, we don't hear a lot of the stories of the up and coming rappers who pass away in their city. They still trying to make it, and that's the situation with Notti Osama. Now, with that being said, again, you could say yes, music is showing the lifestyle, and you could say it plays a part in it. But again, if he was in the streets doing whatever he was doing, then that also plays a part in it. I go back to the little Tekka thing. Remember when he said, "I got 2 twin Glocks turning you to a dancer," you know what I'm saying? Or 2 twin Ninas turning you to a dancer, whatever the fuck he said in the Ransom song. And he said it on Genius, saying, "I ain't on that. I be playing Fortnite. I ain't on that type of shit. I'm a regular nigga. It is what it is." No niggas G-check Lil Tech like, oh nah, he said what he said, he said he ain't really in the streets like that. They left that little nigga alone. So if he came out and he said, oh, I'm making this shit, but I'm not in the streets like that, probably niggas would have been like, alright, cool, whatever. He just like a little nigga, he ain't in the streets like that, he just flogging, he faking, cool, whatever. But like that's what I'm saying, the street part comes into it as well. Because if you're really in the streets, it is what it is. You always hear me say this on this channel. If you haven't heard me say this on this channel, hey nigga, tune in, like, subscribe, do all that shit. But with that being said, I always say Durkio said one of the hardest lines on his voice album. Don't ask me why I carry a gun, because the niggas be killing the artists. It's a basic line, ain't too much thought in it, but he's saying facts. So we all know in New York City gun laws, these niggas don't like guns. You go to jail for like 20 years if you get found with a gun. But with that being said, they don't play over there. Mayor Eric Adams, he ain't playing. He trying to lock all y'all little niggas up. But with that being said, right? You got to do what you got to do to survive. If you're trying to be a rapper, you already got beef in the city. You rapping, your music going crazy, so it's heightening your profile. You get noticed more and shit. Niggas gonna be envious. Some niggas, you and them, we just got some issues, and they trying to do something, and they trying to take your life. You got to keep it on. You got to do what you got to do. Now again, like I said, I don't know what Notti Osama was into. I don't know who he had beef with, what the fuck was going on. But with the cousin just saying that it was just the music, no, I refuse. He had to be in the streets. Like, there's no fucking way. Especially, it's hip-hop. If we find out you wasn't really on that shit, we gonna clown you. We ain't gonna fuck with you. Look at the Pop Hunter situation, you know what I'm saying? And various other niggas. Like, Lil Tech gon' own this, so we still fuck with the nigga. But, like, certain niggas, if you portray a certain character, niggas ain't fuck with you. It's like 6ix9ine. Niggas don't want to fuck with 6ix9ine because of the whole snitching shit. And he was portraying a character in a sense. So niggas ain't really, like, fucking with this shit as before when we thought he was, like, the biggest stuff is blood. Everybody like, hey, I fuck with that nigga. Rah, rah, rah. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, hey, it is what it is. Now, hopefully, they do get justice again. For his family, it's hard to lose a loved one, a son, a child, a brother, a friend, a cousin. I know it's hard to lose somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I hope they do get the justice they deserve. It's not going to bring Notti Osama back, but they can at least get some solace and some closure in this situation. You know what I'm saying? But like, I got to say my condolences to Notti Osama again. Dope. I fought with him. From the few songs I heard, I fought with him. I was tuning in. But that's just fucking crazy. Hey, but you already know I don't like doing that pandering shit in these videos. I said the like subscribe shit came out my mouth. I was like, man, I'm a whole ass for that. But like, anyways, man, y'all already know what it is. Hey, sorry about that. I gotta stop doing that. But it's your friendly neighborhood K.A. signing out for today. Shalom Zoom, peace out, L's gang. My condolences again to the family of Notti Osama. Aye.